Hello everyone, welcome to the latest edition of the LFC Fan Interactive Show here on Redmen TV. Hope you're doing well. Steve Hoare here for the next hour or so. And yeah, got plenty to talk about. Of course, the takeover news involving the Saudi/Qataris. David Lynch's article came out last night. We spoke to him today. That is out now on Redmen Plus. Going to go through some of the highlights of that article. Got a little bit on Liverpool's training camp as well. The 33-man squad's been announced. Some fixture stuff around the Merseyside derby. More hot Jude Bellingham chat, of course, because why wouldn't we be doing that as well? Plenty to get involved. Going to be at the subscribe board. Got a prize draw to do. Loads and loads and loads to pack into today's/tonight's show. So yeah, let's crack on with it. And thanks you very, very much. Now, usually this is where I'd answer last night's question, but Paul forgot to set one in his ways. He was a very busy man. There was lots going on yesterday, so I'll forgive him for that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first of all head over to producer Joe, who's back after a little break. Aaron's been doing a fine job.
Hello.
I was about to say Aaron tidied the room, Joe. What the hell's happened?
What? I lost my AirPods, and I was trying to find them.
Why have you got sunglasses on, Joe?
There was the lights that Aaron set up. I read that they were like bad for your eyes.
You look a little bit like Stevie Wonder now. Yeah, perfect. Thanks very much, Joe. Yeah, brilliant. That's what I'm dealing with, guys. That is what I'm dealing with. Right then, shout out to everyone who's in the chat so far. I've got Steve's in there already. We've got Stoney the Clown. Shout out to Becca. Who else? Aaron's in there. Yeah, Aaron. Steve Ryder as well. Tell the truth about polishing your head. I still don't polish my head, Steve. I don't polish this thing. Yeah, I don't. Honestly, it's just naturally shiny, and these lights make it even worse. I moisturise my head. I don't need to polish it. Like, what would you even polish it with? I don't even want to know what that is. Right then, yeah, what is happening here today? I suppose you guys want me to crack on with talking about it. So, yeah, you know what? I'm going to pretty much go and do that as well as X_Z's channel. So Betfair puts Liverpool at 3-1 to sign Bellingham in January. I would be shocked about it if it's January. We will talk about Jude Bellingham later, mate, I promise you. But I wouldn't be shocked at all if Jude Bellingham becomes a Liverpool player next summer. Fingers crossed that is what happens, of course. Right then, before we start talking about lads who may or may not end up playing for Liverpool in the future, let's have a little talk about guys who we definitely know play for Liverpool currently. And that is the 33-man squad that have headed over to Dubai for this training camp and a couple of friendly games. They face Lyon and AC Milan in a couple of weekends time, or next weekend rather. About spoiler, I'm going to be doing a little watch along on my own for that game as well. So if you want to join us for that one, do come and check it out. Right, let me just bring up the website here for you. Look at that. Seamless. Liverpool's Dubai trading squad. There goes. It's a 33-man squad. I suppose the standout names, obviously Mohamed Salah is the big one. There you go. There's him in there. But Robbo's there. It's nice to see Naby Keita and Joel Matip back. Apparently, those two are going to pretty much take part in as many training sessions as possible. They're pretty much fit and ready to go. Jota and Arthur are going more as rehabilitation and being around the squad. I don't think they're going to be anywhere near ready. Luis Diaz is apparently going to be set to go back into full training, which is absolutely brilliant. Then there's Thiago and Bobby Firmino's there as well. And nice to see a couple of youngsters getting the nod to go to Dubai as well. So Chambers, Kwanzaa, Clark, Freundorf, Stewart, Bendo, Kane and Corners all get the chance to go over there as well. The Diaz one's fascinating because when he had that injury, we were wondering, is he going to be back in time for these fixtures around Christmas? Is it going to be a New Year thing? By all accounts, he's ready to go. And if those games being played this weekend for Liverpool, he would be involved, which is absolutely fantastic news. I think I mentioned this on a previous stream, but I don't know if obviously a lot of you guys might have been watching at the time, but I actually kind of bumped into Luis Diaz. Last week I was at the ACCA training centre. Liverpool's foundation done a day there about their impact reports. I think it was last week. It all muddles into one now. It might have been 2 weeks ago. And yeah, Luis Diaz was in the gym and he looked fine. I think I even saw him watching some of the reserve/youngsters playing a game as well. So he looked ready. He was working out in the gym. He looked all right. He's going to get this camp in Dubai. Hopefully he'll take some part in both games, so that Manchester City game in the League Cup and especially Aston Villa in the Premier League on Boxing Day, he is ready to go. So yeah, amazing news to see that Luis Diaz is back. And like I say, the talk is, and this is what I want to get your guys' thoughts on, so please do chip in here right now. As an alternative Crontarian, nice username, says, I can't wait to see Diaz again. Yeah, it feels like it's been too long, that Arsenal game when he got injured. I think Liverpool might have actually got something out of that game. I think Diaz was having a very good game on that one until he went off injured. So yeah, it's been a while, and I too can't wait. Yeah, so it was being reported that Jurgen's going to give anyone who comes back from the World Cup a week off. So Darwin Núñez, for example, who's just been knocked out with Uruguay, he'll join up with the guys in Dubai probably a little bit down the line. And I want to put this one to use because, in effect, there's a very good chance that Liverpool have got a couple of players playing in the last weekend of the World Cup. We know for a fact that there's going to be at least one because England play France in the quarters, which means England or France will be in the semis, which means that one of those that France or England will be playing in the final or in the third, fourth place playoff. That all makes sense if you think about it. We know Brazil as well are going to be through. Netherlands are already through. So Liverpool have got players. I wonder what you guys think about this one. If he's going to give them a week off and they get to the final, does it mean that Liverpool could be without some of their best players for the Boxing Day clash? I'm pretty certain they'll all miss the City game in the League Cup, but that Boxing Day clash at Villa, you could end up without, for example, Alexander-Arnold, Alisson, Konate, maybe Virgil van Dijk, Fabinho. Some of those are going to be missing. I was having a conversation upstairs with Dan Clubb. I'm not sure if Dan's watching along now, and he said, like, it makes sense if it's guys who have been playing games. But say, for example, England get to the semis and then get knocked out. They play the third, fourth place game and Trent doesn't play. Why would Trent need a week off? You know what I mean? Like, if he's hardly kicked the ball, Fabinho's hardly kicked the ball. What do you guys think? Do you think Jurgen, let me know now in the chat, do you think Jurgen will stick to that gun and say, yeah, you're all getting a week off? Or if it gets a bit dicey and he wants lads back for that Villa game? And what do you think the players will do as well? It might be that they, you know, if they, especially the ones who've been sitting on the bench, you know, Trent's hardly kicked the ball, Fabinho really hasn't. But do you not think they'd want to get back involved and go, you know what, screw the week off, I want to come and play? I'll have a look there. I think it's meant to say Trent from Camping McCammell, but I'll bring it up anyway. Trent hardly ever gets game time. Yeah, he hasn't hardly done anything. That's my point. If England do well and Trent hasn't played, will Jurgen still? Gareth Southgate doesn't pick him. Will Jurgen still give him that week off? Amir says, I think he will get them all back. I think he'd get them back involved. And then LFC Mav says, Trent will definitely want to play the City game after missing all of the World Cup. I tend to agree. I wonder how hard and fast he sticks with this thing. I'd like to think maybe, again, if it's someone like Van Dijk who's played every minute and he gets to a final, I understand giving him a bit of a rest period for a week. I will get it. You could probably say the same with Jordan Henderson. Now, if England go well, Henderson's probably going to play every game, considering how well he did the other day against Senegal. If England he'll play against France. If they get through that, he'll definitely play the semi-final, probably the final. So I understand it. Alisson, to an extent, I'm not sure how much rest goalies need, but yeah, I get it. But I'd be fascinated to see what he does with Fabinho and Trent Alexander-Arnold if they go along into the competition, because as it stands, they're not really getting much. They're not really getting much in terms of game time. Let's have a little look. Red Size put a comment in here as well. I think the hunger from not playing much of the World Cup will get Trent back to his best. And then I forgot, and Michael has pointed out to me, he's probably right. Trent hasn't gone to play. He's gone to sweet talk Bellingham into joining. Yeah, more on that later, because the signals are very, 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 very obvious that of what's going on over there. It's borderline tapping up. It's criminal, really. Good job, Borussia Dortmund are very much aware of it. Yeah, and Rachel even says as well, you know, don't forget Ibu. Yeah, Ibu's absolutely, and Ibu has played. I know he didn't start the other day, so we'll be interested to see where he goes, Ibu. But yeah, there's going to be players missing for sure. And then finally, a shout out on this one from, is that Mr. Gendi, I think that says? Ali will play on Boxing Day 100% regardless if he's in the final. So you think Ali will just fly home and play straight away? Yeah, I don't know if he'll need the rest, but obviously if Brazil won the World Cup, my guess is he'd fly back to Brazil for some type of party around Christmas time. He might even spend Christmas over there in Brazil and then come back. So yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because as it stands, my guess is it's going to be a France versus Brazil final. I know there's lots to play for, and that isn't nailed on. I know there are some good teams left. You know, England and Netherlands have certainly got their chances to do well. Other teams involved there as well. Listen, don't rule out, like, obviously Spain as well. But I do feel like we're heading for a Brazil-France final, which definitely means Alisson, Konate and Fabinho, three, you know, of our main goal stoppers, are not going to be involved in that box day, which is a slight worry. I just don't know what's best for Liverpool. Maybe, I don't know who goes through and who goes out. I'm not that bothered about the international footy, but yeah, it's something to keep an eye on. for certain, I thought it was interesting that Liverpool are going to give them that week off. Obviously, they've gone to Dubai, so they're close to Qatar, so guys can just fly in. But at some point, it's not going to be worth it, because by the time they got in there, they'd be getting out. Yeah, because obviously they're going to be returning for the City game, which is on the 22nd anyway, so I don't know how long they're going to stay out there. But they have all flown out, and there's a 33-man squad out there, so we'll see how that one all pans out. Yeah, and I'll bring your comment up in a second, Steve. In fact, no, let's do it now. Steve Ryder, one of our club legends, says, I bet Bellingham's already in the WhatsApp group. Yeah, there's plenty going on the old socials around Jude Bellingham, isn't there? Lots to talk about him, and I will get to it later. I do promise you that. Before I do that, though, I've got a prize draw, the latest prize draw in the Redmen Advent competition. Before I do that, I'm going to head over to Mr. Paul Machin in his man cave. Shout out in this video, he does use the term woman cave, and it makes me laugh every single time he says it. So listen out for woman cave as Paul brings you this information about our amazing monthly prize competition.
Hey everyone, the festive period is upon us, and we have got an incredible advent calendar crammed full of incredible Liverpool gifts to give you this December. Each and every day we're going to be doing live draws and giving away our entire bundle of brilliant Liverpool bits and bobs, as well as some incredible signed pieces as well. The prizes that we've got include smaller things like Liverpool t-shirts. We've got Liverpool prints from Abigail Rudkin and Yoni. We've got a selection of Liverpool books signed by the authors, including Red Men Reborn, signed by John Williams, and Addicted to Football, signed by John Newby himself. There is also a full range of Red Men Christmas apparel. So we've got the sweatshirts, and we've also got the knitted Christmas jumper as well, available as those prizes. But yeah, they're cool things, but what are the ultimate things that we're giving away? Well, we're going to start with, we've got a signed programme signed by Liverpool legend Phil Neal. We've got a medal signed by the former Liverpool player Michael Owen. We have also got an auto pen signed framed Mohamed Salah shirt. In addition to that, the two real biggies. Oh yes, we have got this retro Liverpool away shirt signed by Ronnie Whelan and Bruce Grobbelaar, and the King of Kings, the top prize, the thing we're building towards, is this, a 2001 Liverpool away shirt with the FA Cup final Cardiff 2001 stitching on the breast, signed by the assistant manager on that day, Phil Thompson, and by Liverpool legendary centre-half, the bootle boy himself, Jamie Carragher as well. Make it a perfect addition to any wall or, you know, man cave, woman cave, bar, restaurant. If you've got a really fancy bog, lash it in there, whatever you want, you can be in with a chance of winning this prize. How do you get in with a chance of winning these prizes? I hear you ask. Well, let me tell you. Simply join redmenplus.com as a Club Legend subscriber. Or if you're an existing subscriber at Club Captain tier, upgrade your subscription to Club Legend and you'll be entered into our daily prize draws across the Red Men YouTube channel and our socials each day through the Advent period leading up to Christmas. We're going to be drawing these prizes, and you could be the willing, capable, and of course very happy recipients of any number of these prizes. Yes, head over to redmenplus.com and sign up as a Club Legend. Get access to our full suite of content, which includes the footy coming back this Christmas as well, pre, post, podcast videos, and a hell of a lot more, including the My Liverpool debut series, which is streaming in full this December. And yeah, get yourself as well some incredible pre-Christmas gifts thanks to Red Men Plus and Club Legend status.
Did you hear him? Did you hear him say woman cave? Did it make you laugh too? It definitely made me laugh. Yeah. If you want to get involved in our competition, what you've got to do is head over to redmenplus.com, sign up as a Club Legend, and you'll be in every one of these draws. I'm going to do today's draw very, very shortly, of course, and yet some amazing prizes. We've already given some great ones away, some absolute belters to come. Yeah, one draw a day for the next 20 odd days. So yeah, get yourselves involved. In the meantime, I will show you today's prize, what we're giving away already, courtesy of redmenmerch.com. It's our retro 90s Christmas sweatshirt. Look at that beauty. We've got them in red, ecru, yellow. We've got a little bit of heather grey, which is different to normal grey, apparently. They are two different colours. Yeah, we are giving one of those away right now to one of the people on this wheel. Yeah, all of our Club Legends are in this wheel, including the guys who signed up today. You are in here, I promise you. So if I click on this one right now, I might need some... Joe, you want to help me with a bit of a drum roll? because this takes ages, this wheel. It usually does anyway. Shout. Oh, thanks, Joe. A little bit of noise coming from there. And shout out to Sean Ash 92. Congratulations to Sean Ash 92. Yeah, I'll show you back one more time, Sean. You're going to get one of these jumpers. We'll be in touch with you, see what size you want, see what colour you want as well. Thank you so much for supporting the channel by being a Red Men Plus Club legend. Hope you enjoy your jumper. And yeah, congratulations to you, like I say, guys. If you want to win one of the amazing prizes that we've coming up, what date are we? We're on the 5th. So by my additions / subtractions, we've got 20 more prizes to give away, if I am right. So yeah, get yourselves involved, redmenplus.com, as a club legend, and yeah, you'll win something too. Right then, moving on to my next story. This is I want to bring up about the fixture changes, and I want to get you, again, you get your guys to chime in on this one, because as it stands, Liverpool have had 3 February fixtures changed. I'm going to bring the tweet up on screen right now that Dan's pointed out. Well, I'm trying to, and there we go. Dan tweeted out on the Red Men account earlier on. But yeah, essentially, there you go. Palace, thanks, Joe. We've got the Derby's been moved to a Monday night. Newcastle's been moved to a Saturday night. And Palace has been moved to a Saturday night as well, if Liverpool or Palace, mainly Liverpool, aren't in the League Cup final. Maybe Palace, I don't even know if Palace is in the League Cup. I don't know. But that depends on who's in the League Cup final. But yeah, interesting one really. I think personally, a Monday night derby sounds amazing. Anfield under the lights in a derby game in February sounds absolutely brilliant. I can't wait for that one. I think Newcastle away moving to a Saturday night isn't ideal. Going up there, and then Palace on a Saturday as well, 7:45 kickoff. That place gets rocking. I can imagine under the lights. That's Selhurst Park. Liverpool's record against Palace has been pretty good recently, for the most part, especially away from home. But yeah, that one does feel like one that could come back. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on an evening derby. We've seen Liverpool under the lights against Everton absolutely tear them apart. I think that does play into our favour a little bit. I think Anfield will be absolutely rocking. But I must admit, going to Newcastle for an evening kickoff and going to Palace away for an evening kickoff, yeah, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe bad. For those tweets, I don't know. I'm not sure what you guys think. Yeah, we've got a shout out from here from it's wrong one. It moves just as I go to click it, and it's done it again. Brilliant. Let's keep going. There we go. Jono. I'll get there in the end, Jono. Our record is great at Palace, but people still live off the Cristamble. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's become like a myth that Liverpool struggle. Liverpool's record at Selhurst Park has actually been pretty good. We put like 7 or 8 past them, although there was no fans in that one. But yeah, Liverpool have done well down there, but I think that place can be rocking on a Saturday night. That could be raucous down there, which I don't think helps us out. But yeah, the derby, I'm looking forward to a Monday night derby. My guess is, and I don't know for a fact because who knows what is going to happen going forwards, I'll probably be on the watch along, me and Errol. So me and Errol getting to spend a Monday night together will be absolutely brilliant. Can't wait for that one. And yeah, I think it plays into Liverpool's hands, that derby. Yeah, we've got Darth Sidious says the derby will be tasty. And I 100% agree. I think it will be. Yeah, Monday night derby. Just wanted to bring that one up because I think it's fascinating, really, at these fixture changes. Basically, Liverpool, even now, as it stands, I mean, who knows by then, they're not in the title race, they're in like a top 4 race, but we are such a big draw that a lot of our fixtures get moved. We very, very rarely play 3 o'clock on a Saturday. It just doesn't happen. Most of the games are on TV. I actually spent a bit of time over in America recently, and I got to see how the different kickoff times affect there. There'll be some Americans who are very, very pleased with those late kickoffs, because 8 p.m. effectively becomes 3 p.m. maybe, so especially for the weekend games, that's good. I wonder how they're thinking about the Everton game, because essentially now that's been moved to work time for some people who are on the East Coast. Obviously, as you go further west, go even further west into America, I know it affects differently, 8 hours behind, so you're talking a Monday lunchtime kickoff, which I'm guessing that'll annoy some of you guys. But yeah, I think in terms of Liverpool's chances of winning that game, I think they've absolutely just increased. Chris P, do you think we'll have a new owner deal before the new year, pal? Maybe. I mean, I'm going to talk about that later, by the way. We've got some inside knowledge from David Lynch, whose article got tongues are wagging yesterday. So Paul spoke to him earlier on. We got some. He gave us a little bit more insight on time frames, and that we'll bring that to you guys a little bit later. Before I do that, actually, and something that I forgot, because live TV and all that. Is it TV? Live internet? What do we call this? I haven't got the YouTube members board. So yeah, if you sign up on our YouTube channel as a member, you get loads of different perks and that, including use of the emojis. You get one of the Red Men Plus shows every Monday. Today's was the transfer show, so you'll get that as well. We have had 3 new people join up since the last show that Paul did on Sunday night. So I'm going to put them on the board now. I'm going to turn the board around, so apologies. I can't write and bend around it. But yeah, I've got Darren Parry, shout out to Darren Parry. Shout out to Ollie McGuinness. Do we go? Can I fit that on there? Or it might have to be Ollie Mack. Let's see. Oh gosh. Yeah, go on Ollie. Oh, double N, brilliant. Even more letters. That's just what we needed. And shout out to JG_100. There you go, you guys, YouTube members. Thanks for supporting the show. So yeah, I forgot I wanted to put you guys on the board. There you go. So Darren, Ollie and JG, thanks very much for supporting. Enjoy the emojis, enjoy the shows, and everything else that being a YouTube member for us here gets you. If you want to get yourselves on that board, guys, like I say, if you want to join us as a YouTube member, all the different tiers, as you go through there on the membership page, on our YouTube homepage, you'll see the different tiers and the different offerings you get. So if you do want to get yourselves involved, please do so as well. Help support the channel. It really does help us out. Right, then, let's move on. Let's do the Bellingham stuff now. I want to talk about Jude Bellingham. And basically, if Jude Bellingham isn't signing for Liverpool this summer, him, Jordan Henderson and Trent Alexander-Arnold officially will go down as the biggest teasers that the world has ever seen. The social hint I was saying before, it's not so much breadcrumbs at the moment. It's like the trail that Hansel and Gretel left behind. It is just everywhere. They're always together. They're putting little hints out. There's been videos of them, someone asking them about Liverpool and Jordan laughing. There's been Bellingham doing his phone call picture with Hendo and Trent in the background, putting their heads together. It's been absolutely fascinating. Joe, can you do a little poll for me? Could you ask the people right now, do you think Jude Bellingham is going to sign for Liverpool next summer? I'd love to get you guys, as I chat through the latest report from Sky Germany, I want you guys to have your say. Like I say, let me know. Joe put a poll live now. Joe, just feel free to butt in when it's live and let the people know and get yourselves voting. Chris P says, do you think the chemistry is giving off positive signs with him on Twitter, with Trent and Hendo? Yes, I do. I feel like it can't hurt the fact that he's good mates with Trent and that obviously he's got a really good relationship with Jordan Henderson. There's going to be a point, it might just be that a couple of clubs, or 3 clubs in particular, all go to Dortmund and match the asking price and give Jude what he wants, and then it just becomes his decision. And there isn't a foregone conclusion that he would just join Liverpool, because Real Madrid are massive. Manchester City have got money to spend. They're winning trophies all the time. They're going to be in the Champions League. We're not even guaranteed that yet. So it's not an easy decision, but so all these little things, if there's little mates or little cliques that he can get involved with, and we know how much he thinks of Jordan Henderson, if he's good mates with Trent, then yeah, I can't hate. It just feels like there's a lot of, I've even seen a lot of other, fans of other clubs going, oh my God, he's joining Liverpool, you can just tell. It looks like everyone's giving like a little nod and a wink on all these interviews. They're not confirming it, but they're all pretty much saying it. Are we live, Joe?
We are.
Who's winning? Is it yes or is it no?
Yes is winning with 81%.
19% people are buzzkills. Boo you. Shame on you. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, I mentioned, I think it's X and Z, his channel. Bellingham wouldn't join a job that can't win a Champions League. Yeah, I presume you're talking about Manchester City there. Yeah, maybe, yeah, absolutely. Let's have a little look. Anfield Reds. If we pay the money, he will join us. Good poll says cool. Is that a kind of cool dude? Cool dude got it in the end. Cool dude 11. Good poll. Good to see we are yet an optimistic bunch. Yeah, why wouldn't you be glass half full? Be glass half full. Virgil van Dijk. I don't think it's the real Virgil, but if it is, shout out to you, Virgil. Come do an interview with us. He says, Ozo Real, I believe, yeah, you're just ruling Manchester City out. Jith with a big old comment from the Discord chat. I'm not reading it all out, Jith, because be arsed, but yeah, I have a feeling that there's been a handshake agreement with Dortmund, and yeah, maybe, who knows, yeah, or who knows indeed. I think it feels like something's happening. Just a report from Sky Germany. I think it was Arme Plettigol again who said this earlier on. I can't show it to you because it was a video and, copyright and that, but I can read out what he said. And he said, Dortmund are planning for life without Jude Bellingham. The confidence of getting a transfer fee of between 100 and 150 million euros. Liverpool, Man City and Real Madrid are his main options, yes, with Jurgen Klopp, and I quote, pushing for his move to the Reds. It does feel like this is going to be a 3-horse race. Maybe Paris jump in there and make it a 4-horse race. I don't know. I think their chief executive pretty much said the other day they're not signing anyone in January. That does not rule anything out, of course, for the summer. It does feel like Liverpool are in a 3-way race with Manchester City and Real Madrid to sign this guy. I just fingers crossed he can do it, because it feels like they didn't sign him in midfield the last summer because they had their eggs in this basket after missing out on Tchouaméni. And I'm kind of with Jith here. Oh, they've got doing it again with the old click of the button. Just as I go to press it, there we go. Come on, be the right one. There we go. Yes, there's just too much smoke for there not to be something big happening. I tend to agree, because usually Liverpool are quick to deny transfer stories. You know, Chloe brought up today on the transfer show, remember Sal, and we were definitely signing him. And all through that, Liverpool were like, no, we're not signing Sal. That's just not right at all. When there's radio silence on something this big, it tends to make you think, yeah, there is definitely something going on. It's White. Shout out for the Office reference there. But yeah, after the celebration with so much passion between Jude and Hendo and Jude, that was the confirmation he wants Liverpool, but the owners paying the price is another question. See, again, that was brought up today on the transfer show. My thinking is, Liverpool know the price. Liverpool aren't stupid. Liverpool know what the price is for Jude Bellingham. It might be going up a little bit now because he's having a good World Cup, but why would they do all this donkey work if they weren't going to pay up? Because just wasting everybody's time. There's a lot of work goes into this kind of thing. This isn't just like a little nothing. There have been loads and loads of background checks and conversations and data and stats and analysis and everything. You knew the price from day one was going to be £100 million-ish plus. Why would you go through all this just not to sign him? There'll be some cynics out there who go, it's all just PR because FSG don't want to spend. Yeah, fair enough. If that's your opinion, I don't think that's the case. I do think they really want him. I think they know what the money is. Time will tell if they listen. These owners, I know everyone goes sell to buy, and I've seen it all before. They have broke Liverpool's transfer record before. All our signings, whether it's Van Dijk and Alisson and Nunes, I get it. Liverpool did sell players for that, and there isn't really any obvious sale happening this summer. The guys who are going to leave are going to probably leave on free transfers. There's not really anyone in that side who's going to command a big transfer fee. So I do understand that. But I can't imagine why would they do all this work and all this donkey work just to say, nah, we're not paying the money up now. Again, that might just be me being naive. I don't know, but we'll soon find out. Who's this one? Signing a 19-year-old superstar adds value to the club, and I get you. Yeah, Dan, I agree. If they are, obviously we know they're looking to sell. You know, it isn't like you're not buying a depreciating asset. He just goes into the overall package. I think that's absolutely right. Who else have we got here? I saw it there and I wanted to find it. Let me just... there we go. It was Baby Evo. Can I bring it up before I get it? There we go. Bellingham's relationship with Trent and Hendo seems too much of a coincidence, and he loves Mo also, yeah. I do wonder if there's a lot of tapping up going on. I'd like to think so, yeah. Agent Trent and Agent Jordan Henderson. But yeah, I think... yeah, the more I see, the more excited I get. Joe, what was the... Let's end that poll and let me know what was the final result of our... optimistic poll then.
Well, we've broken reality because the poll says 79% yes, 20% no.
Who's that 1%, Joe? Is it you?
No, there's a missing percent.
Are you the missing percent, Joe?
Well, I don't care. So that could be me.
Brilliant. Thanks, Joe. Excellent. Awesome. You've done us. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks very much, Joe. I'm starting to edge towards yes. I'm starting to get very, very optimistic on this one. Again, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I like the signs that I'm getting. And by the way, what a football player. I know he's a kid. He is unbelievably talented. He is absolutely unbelievable. So yeah, I think he's just absolutely fantastic. Get him involved. Get him in now. I can't apologise. How do I say that your name, mate? I do apologise. I think it says Sukbir. I apologise if I butchered that. I do apologise. Getting Bellingham would be great, but our squad is still playing catch up. We still need 3 to 4 midfielders to make our squad top notch and competitive. I think that's a lot. That's a big stretch. I think bringing Jude Bellingham in automatically makes Liverpool a lot better. Liverpool are already a top 4 side, in my opinion. I know we're not there yet, but I think we'll end up there. I think the injuries just have done us in a bit. I think Liverpool will eventually get there. I think you've seen that one signing can transform a team as well. It really can. I do think they need more than one, because we're obviously going to lose at least 2, maybe 3. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else comes in. Well, I say 3, 4 as well, because Arthur Melo is technically a Liverpool player and he's not going to stay around, you wouldn't think. So there is room in the squad to replace them. I wouldn't be shocked if they go massive on Bellingham and then go for a cheaper option or a loan or whatever. But I do think at least, I think maybe 2, possibly 3. Who knows? Like maybe the upgrade Stefan Bajcetic's place in the ranking. Maybe Tyler Morton comes in and just backfills it. But your star quality is Jude Bellingham and maybe one other. I don't think 4 is ever going to work, because you've already got Fabinho, Thiago, Elliott, then hopefully Jude Bellingham, and then another signing, and then Jordan Henderson, maybe Bajcetic, Milner. I think there's plenty there. I think 4 is too. I just don't think that's reality. I don't think you'd ever sign 4 players in one position in the same window anyway. But I think if your first options are Fabinho, Thiago, Bellingham, Elliott, I think you're doing all right for starters, and then obviously add in your Hendersons as well, and a couple of maybe another sign or 2. So I think I think 4 is too much, but I do agree it can't just be Bellingham. I think it's got to be 1. Bellingham plus would be what we all want. Quantum Geek says we need 3 minimum. I said this, I wouldn't be shocked if they went massive on Bellingham, cheap on somebody, and maybe got themselves a free transfer as well. There's loads of free transfers knocking about. Tielemans is just springs to mind, just people who are out of contract. You might be able to get one of them as well. And then finally, I'll end on this one then. Well, in fact, 2 more. Jono, who's been a regular on these shows with me throughout the last few weeks, and with all the guys, really, so thanks very much. Says Bellingham and Caicedo, and I'm good. That's a big transfer that you're doing there, my man. And then Rachel finally, if Jude does come, I'm running down my street singing "Hey Jude." Yeah, listen, it writes itself. The Liverpool announcement tweet, it's already written for them, isn't it? It's just someone's got to just walk past playing "Hey Jude" on a harmonica or something. Yeah, brilliant. That's all. It's very, very simple. Just a little wave, and someone just goes, "Hey Jude," and then before you know it, it's "Hello, I play for Liverpool. I'm the number 8 or the number 7 or whatever I am. Let's go and win loads and loads and loads and loads of trophies." AM says, hit the likes button, people. Yes, I think there's about over 700 people, 770 odd people live right now. Hit that like button. It does help us out. It helps with YouTube's algorithm. YouTube's algorithm, easy for me to say, it's been a bit hit and miss recently. It's kind of not been working as well. So yeah, those likes do come in handy. Doesn't cost you anything, does it? Just hit that thumb right now. In fact, now, did you press it? I'm sure you did. Thanks very much for that one. Right then, I've got a couple of announcements before I get over to the subscribe board and then do the takeover stuff as well. If you might have noticed on our socials over the last few days, maybe we've been talking about the merch shipping orders and getting your orders in certain time for a certain date in order to guarantee delivery for Christmas, including this amazing sweatshirt that I'm wearing right now. I say sweatshirt, it's actually a knitted jumper. I do apologise, I undersold it there. It is the Redmen knitted jumper, the Believer one. Over on redmenmerch.com. And I'll bring it up on the screen for you now. We've still got all these. We've got the sweatshirts and we've got the knitted jumpers as well. All there for you. Now, we have been saying the UK delivery date was if you needed to have ordered by the 15th of December to get that. We are having to change that. So I want to give you guys a first heads up on the reason why and stuff. So essentially, due to the wide scale industrial action that's taking place in Britain at the moment, loads of different places are going on strike. And you know what? We are fully supportive of it and we appreciate the reason those people are doing it. So this is not a blame game. We fully back those people who are striking and taking industrial action. And yeah, we support them as well. So yeah, we are with them. But basically, there's been a knock-on effect in terms of deliveries and supply chain and all that kind of stuff. As you can imagine, this isn't a simple process. So if you want to get an order from our merch store and you want to guarantee delivery for Christmas, if you are in the UK, your order needs to be in by midnight on Wednesday. So yeah, 2 days time. So I know we've been saying it was a bit late than that, but no, it's changed now due to all these issues. We want to make sure when we put our name on something and we give you a guarantee, we want to be able to back that up. And we would not be able to back it up in terms of the 15th. So yeah, if you want to get your orders in, it has to be by Wednesday night if you're in the UK. Otherwise, we can't guarantee it for Christmas. If you're outside the UK, the deadline was actually yesterday and that's passed. You can still order it and there's a chance it gets to you, but we won't guarantee it from this point on. But yeah, if you were thinking maybe, I'm going to get one of the sweatshirts or I'm going to get one of the jumpers or any other product for, a gift for a family member or something, you were thinking of waiting for a little bit, please don't. Or order by Wednesday. midnight, or you won't. Well, not saying you won't get it, but we can't guarantee you'll get it for Christmas. So yeah, just wanted to pass that guys on to you. When we change our messaging, I always feel it's important to communicate it with everyone. So yeah, we fully support and appreciate the action that's being taken, but there is a knock-on effect. So yeah, if you want to order something, you've got till Wednesday midnight to get those in. Just important to pass that on to you, because I know these things have been flying out. So yeah, get yourselves involved right now. Moving on then, Joe, I want to go over to the subscriber board.
Okay.
Shall we do it?
Do you want to time the point?
No. Thank you. I feel that's Paul's thing.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there you go. Have a look at that. There you go.
Shake that.
Swear for is there. My backside right on the screen for you. Yeah. Sorry. Well, someone already liked it and put a ring on it, so you're missing out. Again, you shouldn't have waited. Like the delivery stuff, you shouldn't have waited. Somebody beat you to it. My lovely wife got there first. Sorry, ladies and gents. Right then, there's loads of people who have signed up to Redmen Plus using our free code, which I'm, again, more on that later. It was meant to end tonight. I might just... Don't tell Paul, but I might extend that. We'll talk about that in a minute. Those white pins there are the free people. So shout out to you guys. There's one there, got some down here, some over here as well. You've used that, obviously, the free code. Thank you very much for getting involved. When you guys change, hopefully, and stay as paid subscribers in the future after enjoying the free month, we'll turn those into yellow and or green pins, depending on what level of subscriptions. We've had loads of subscribers over the, again, paid subscribers. Thank you so much you joining on the £5 or £10 tiers over the last few days. So I'm only going to do 10. So before I start, KDP, Wall 50, Flinny, Jam, LFC Legend and Leanne. Chris will do yours tomorrow because you were the last ones to subscribe in the day. So yeah, yours will be later on, so I do apologise. We will get to you. I'm just not going to stand here and do 15 odd pins. It'll be all day. First, Joe, I'm going to do 10, okay? And you're going to have to help me out.
10.
Let's go. Very, very quickly. Preston is in York, which is interesting. I think York's over here.
What?
Where's York?
Preston?
No, the guy's name's Preston.
Oh.
He's
okay.
in York.
Okay. Yeah, York is like...
Am I up?
Just above... hang on.
By the river? Below the river? Above the river?
I thought I knew where it was, but now I'm doubting myself. It's
Brilliant.
near Newcastle.
Higher?
Just in from Newcastle.
Like there?
Oh, no, wait, no, it's not. It's next
Joe?
to Leeds.
What are you doing? I thought that.
Yeah.
Round here?
Round there.
Yeah, Joe, you done me no favours there.
No, I didn't.
Thanks very much, Joe. M527 is in Cairo, Egypt. Shout out to the Egyptians. We've got an Egyptian king. Finally, we get to put an Egyptian subscriber. And M5 is a club legend, gets a yellow pin. Is it here?
It's more right than that.
Here?
Yeah, there.
There for Cairo.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. We've got Peace Seri, who's a captain from Dublin. This is the Dublin area, so I'm going to squeeze you in there. I know that one already. Bobby Gunn is a legend. Shout out, Bobby. You are in Blackpool. There is a clusterfuck of stuff around the northwest of England in the Liverpool area. I'm going to put you in there, mate. It's about as close as I can get to Blackpool. Right, then I'm going to need your help with this one, Joe. Mm-hmm. Because Kida or Kidda is in Frederick, Maryland, USA. Maryland, that's where the cookies are from, isn't it? Shout out to the cookie makers. I don't even know what coast that's on.
It's on... Oh, God. It's in that cluster.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's by New York, Pennsylvania.
I'll stick it in there because, yeah, that is a big cluster. Thank you very much, mate. Brighton Orton is a legend from Utah. Murray, Utah.
Now, so many people named after places.
Yeah, different people named after places. Yeah, he's in Utah.
Yeah, just to the right of Las Vegas.
Here-ish.
Just a bit right. Yep.
There?
Yep.
Shout out. Next one, Craig Adams is in Porth in Wales. Porth. I don't know where that is.
Porth, Wales is...
North or south?
Just outside of Cardiff, so south.
North of Cardiff?
Yeah.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't sound too sure there, Joe, but let's go with it
No,
anyway.
it was.
Abingdon in Oxfordshire next for Red Legend 35. Abingdon, Oxfordshire. So it's around here. ABI.
We sure it's a place? Oh, no, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, just northwest of London.
There.
Yeah.
Awesome. Next, oh my gosh, where's this one? We're in Spain, Joe. And apologies to Villanueva.
Spell that.
What?
Spell it.
Well, that isn't a place.
Oh,
That's
for
the
God's
name.
sake. Okay.
The place is Yecla, Yecla.
Yecla.
Spain. I've never. Is Yelsa? Yecla?
That is by Valencia.
That doesn't help me, Joe. That's down here, isn't it?
Yeah.
There.
It's right. Yep.
I know where Valencia
Bang on.
is. Yeah, been to Valencia. There we go. And also, so it must be close to Villarreal, where I was back in the spring, of course. Watch the Reds. I say spring, it fucking lashed down. It was nothing like it. And the next one, Joe, is Tim 09. The last one we're going to do is a captain, and he's in Blaxland, New South Wales, Australia.
God. Okay.
Blaxland, Oz.
Blaxland
Well, New South Wales,
is
yeah, I know
by, it's right by Sydney.
Yeah, so we're looking at...
There's a lone yellow pin. I assume that was meant to be Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where Blaxland is?
Yeah.
Cool. Shout out. There we go. Then got those ones done. Yeah, like I said before, KDP, Wall, Flinny, Jim Jan, LFC Legend and Leanne. Chris will get you guys on the board tomorrow. If you want to get yourselves on this board, sign up to redmenplus.com as a legend or a captain. Legends get yellow pins, captains get green pins. If you use the free code, ho ho ho, you'll get a white pin, and as you stay, yeah, we'll convert those into whatever tier you decide to stay on. In fact, Joe, let's go back. I want to give a little update on the free code. I'm on my way over to you, and I'm gonna sit down and talk to you again. There we go. Right then, let's do it. Paul told me I had to end this code today and to do it now and basically tell you if you want to use it, you've got like about 20 minutes to go with it. No, Paul, I've decided I'm going to change that and I'm going to give people another 24 hours to use the code. So yeah, you're not here and I'm the boss for like a little bit. I feel like I'm going to throw my weight around. You can tell me off tomorrow if you want, but I'm not even surprised you're looking at this one anyway if you're watching. If you are, soz. So yeah, if you want to join up redmenplus.com for free, completely for free, I'll bring my screen up now actually and I'll show you roughly the process, what you need to do. Go to redmenplus.com and you'll be greeted with this screen here. Click on this button here that says join today. In fact, I'll try it now. Why not? John Henry looking good in the sunglasses. See here, you select that £5 monthly subscription. If you click on that, yeah, you'll be asked to fill in a bit of information to register to the site. After that, yeah, you'll be taken to a payment screen. On there, you'll see a little button that says add promotional code. Just type in the code ho 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 HO. Click apply and you won't be charged for your first month. So you'll get it completely for free. You'll be able to listen to all the podcasts that we do. All the shows are available in podcast form. You'll be able to watch everything we do. A huge back catalogue of documentaries, features and timeless evergreen content because, yeah, basically like Netflix, we've got loads of new content, but we've also got a huge back catalogue of evergreen stuff as well. And in fact, I'll show you, just to show you how good it is on the website again. If you head down here, all this timeless stuff here on the website. So there you go. There's the homepage, and there's all the latest stuff we do, all the new shows. Yeah, that's all at the top for you, so you don't have to worry about it. But as you scroll down to this, yeah, the exclusives and editors pick sections, these are all some of our amazing features and content that are timeless. They are evergreen, including all the documentaries, all the LFC drafts, all the libraries, the entire In Conversation, 3 series of those, the Liverpool Dream Teams, well, they come out each and every week. Get yourselves involved in them. Absolutely flying. Yeah, if you want to get yourselves involved in Redmen Plus, like I say, you can go and try it all out for free. Use that code ho ho ho. I've made the executive decision to extend it for another 24 hours because I want to give you guys that. And also, I'm desperate for you to go and watch or listen to David Lynch's interview with Paul this morning. It was fascinating and gives some amazing stuff. And I'm going to bring it on right now, actually, and start talking about it. Before I do that, to prove that I'm not lying and to prove that it actually happened, I'm going to show you a little bit of a clip from that interview. Yeah, here's Paul on Expert Insight with David Lynch, all about this Saudi/Qatari bid for Liverpool Football Club.
Conversations I've had is that there's a confidence within that particular bid that it would withstand scrutiny. You know, the identity of the bidders and the whole package as a whole, they believe that, you know, particularly given the way that Newcastle went through, that they think that this bid would would stand that scrutiny, that would get passed by the FA. I suppose the proof is in the pudding in terms of whether that actually happens or not. But yeah, like I say, they are confident in this moment, but still a lot of hurdles to clear before we even get to that stage of the fit and proper owners test and all those situations. But yeah, we were a long way from that. But they do believe that it would pass it at the moment.
Yeah, and the article also mentions several of the groups, and I guess we're kind of on this merry-go-round at the moment where more information is going to present itself on these, and that'll be the headline story for that week and so on. But it was the first time I'd seen mention of a coalition of German investors. What's your understanding on that?
Yeah, again, very sort of private and secretive. Don't want to put the name to anything just yet, because they don't want to be made to look like fools if they don't get it over the line, and totally understand that. It was one that sort of caught me by surprise. You think with the money that's involved, you don't automatically think that it's going to be European investors will get involved. It's usually, I would have gone down the route of thinking that Americans would be all over this, and then obviously you would get that Middle Eastern interest, and that's no surprise. But yeah, some German interest there as well. I wonder whether part of the appeal is the presence of Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. He's such a huge icon over there. Although I doubt anyone's just buying it just for that reason, because it costs an awful lot of money to just because you want to be Jurgen Klopp's boss, I suppose. But yeah, an interesting one. The way it was put to me is that bid is sort of slightly further down the line than the others. That package is a little bit more ready, prepared to go into FSG, which is interesting. But again, yeah, we'll have to see how that one pans out.
Yeah, there you go. That full interview is available on redmenplus.com video or in podcast form. I'm going to go through some of the main points from it as well. Obviously, now you guys basically have to pay if you want to go and watch it. It's completely free for you to go and do. So I'd highly recommend you check it out. We've got a comment here, I think, from, who's that? Megendi, who says, no state owners, not even a whiff of state ownership, please. One of the things that David was keen to point out in this, and this is what I'm thinking, I'm kind of with you. I'd rather not be state owned. I'd rather Liverpool not be. He did say that this consortium are happy that they would technically that work. They would piss the fit and proper persons test. It means that they technically that makes sense. They piss it because it's so easy. They would pass the fit and proper persons test because there's no conflict with the Newcastle ownership as it isn't state owned. Obviously, these are private companies, is what they said. Obviously, the Newcastle are pretty much state owned. The Saudi fund, they're there for the same reasons. You're not allowed to own two football clubs in the same league. It's not allowed by the laws of the game. So yeah, they're confident that this deal will be done there private.
The poll is currently at 72%.
72% would be in favour of this, yeah. And to be honest, after hearing from David, it opened my eyes up a little bit more. Now, obviously, he did say as well, obviously, this is don't underestimate the Saudis and the Qataris coming together for a business deal. This is historic, really, because basically those two countries have not been on good terms for a while. There was accusations that there was funding of terrorism going on, and all diplomatic relationships between those countries and a few others around there just ceased to exist. We had obviously part of that, well, a fallout from that was the BN Sports stuff, where BN Sports was banned in Saudi Arabia, and there was talk of piracy and all that kind of stuff. Apparently the relationship has thawed, is what they've said. Obviously, partly aided actually by the fact that Qatar are hosting this World Cup, but he was keen to point out like that. These are private companies. They are not. They're not state. So I thought that's worth definitely mentioning, because I know a lot of people were uncomfortable with the state ownership thing. By all accounts, he said 100% true. This bid is this consortium is interested in buying Liverpool. That he said his exact quotes were 100% true. He's even heard apparently some of the promises that they would do that they would deliver for Liverpool, even when this went through. He said and I thought this was interesting. I'd love to get your guys' thoughts on it as well. Not just this consortium, but also there's a German one which is apparently further ahead in terms of actually putting a bid in, and an American one. And he said, it was fascinating. Really, he said the reason that they're not named at the moment is because it's not that close, and billionaires bidding for football teams and stuff, they don't like to get shown up if they don't win. Billionaires hate losing, so they don't want to put the names to it yet, because if it doesn't pan out, all they get is a billion questions. Why didn't you do it? Or why did your bid fail? All that kind of stuff. So everyone's kind of keeping this close to the chest at the moment, which again is fascinating. At some point, some names I'm sure will start slipping out. But yeah, it does look like I say, the Saudi/Qatari bid, Dave said, is completely involved. What was fascinating to me, and I'd love to get you, and as the poll's still going, I think it's climbing up actually, the asking price, Paul basically said to Dave, and I'll give you a spoiler of the interview here, he said, like, this 3.2 billion pound valuation that's been knocking about, and Dave made again, this one was eye-opening to me. He said that that's more like a starting point than a price. He expects Liverpool to go north of that, so that's a huge deal. Not, you know, for everything. If you think about it, upwards of 3.2 billion pounds. FSG are getting weighing in. They've turned this investment into an absolute money spinner. Congratulations to them. They're going to do really, really well out of it. But yeah, it's going to be someone with a lot of money, or a group of people with a lot of money having to buy Liverpool. You could be talking £3.5 billion. Absolutely amazing if you think about it. Yeah. It's just staggering how much money that we'd get if that went on. Mike says, I think they could have got 5 billion if they waited. See, it depends. I think the Super League thing, if Super League would have went through, Mike, I think Liverpool would have been worth a lot more in the future. When that failed, I think it was hard to really get too much more valuation out of it. You could invest in Anfield again maybe and make Anfield bigger, but that'll take another few years because we haven't even finished the Anfield Road end yet. I was down there the other day, by the way. The new Anfield Road is massive. They were building, it's huge. I can't wait to see it. But yet there wasn't that much more really. So there's a lot going on. What else did they have as well? In fact, no, I want to speak before I start going to the comments. I wanted to speak about it. Yeah, and this is a good one actually. And Dave, it was a good point. He said, expect as and when names come out, there'll be a lot of PR going around in terms of new owners promising X, Y, and Z. We'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this. I think us as Liverpool fans, I think we've been bitten by this before with Hicks and Gillette. His exact comment was, treat it with a healthy dose of scepticism. And yeah, I tend to be with you, because there is going to be at some point, it looks like there's going to be a bidding war for Liverpool, and there'll be different groups or different like consortiums, or just maybe individuals. I don't think it'll be that. It'll be consortiums battling to get the fans that we want to be the fans pick for Liverpool, and there might just basically be a lot of BS essentially coming out of it. Be wary of that. Don't believe everything you promise. Right then, and this is the thing where you've got to be. LFC Spectre said, don't give us HBSE owning us yet. Now, as far as I'm aware, they're involved with Crystal Palace, so I don't know how that would work if it was them. I'm not quite sure. Like, again, would they have to sell that? I don't really know the details of it, but I did hear they were muted around a while, but I'm not sure how the whole Crystal Palace thing influences that. I'm not sure how that would work out. Robbie, wrong one, sorry. Robbie, I'll bring your comments up now. Do you think FSG will keep hold of 5 to 10% along with Redbird? As far as I'm aware, Redbird bought FSG. They didn't buy Liverpool. They invested in FSG, not Liverpool. I think I'm right. I might be wrong on that, so apologies, but because it's really bored and all this kind of stuff. No, I don't. I think they'll cut the losses. I think they've accepted that if they can't sell, they would take a bit of like a small investment and they'd keep majority. I think if FSG are involved, I can't see them going to be in a minority ownership of Liverpool. They're either in and they're the bosses, or they're out. I don't see them keeping hold of any, to be honest. I think they'll just cash in now.
Steve.
Yeah.
We've had a YouTube member.
Joe, we had a YouTube member.
Yep.
That is great news. I get to write on my board.
Yep.
Is it an easy name?
Craig.
Okay, I can spell Craig. C-R-I. No, it isn't. Craig, yeah.
Plumber.
Plummer.
Plommer.
I have to be worried that someone's not trying to trick me with a name that sounds like something rude like Paul got done with. I don't think there you go, Craig. It's not rude, that is it? I've been duped. Shout out Craig, thanks very much for being as a legend, yeah. As a member, rather.
First teamer,
congratulations. Get involved, get the emojis on the go right now, Craig. Go on, fill the chat up right now with some emojis, some fire emojis. If I see them, I think I can see them when you do that. I might be able to bring them up on the screen, I think, but I'm not sure. Right, I don't know how this works. Moving on. Going back to what I thought this one was brilliant, by the way. Time frames, okay? Let's talk time frames on this deal. because I thought Paul did really well to ask the question of David again from what he's heard. How quick's this all going to be done? There was a quote in there, and I'm going to read this word for word so it can't be misquoted or anything. He said, someone came in, one bidder was hoping to get a deal done before Christmas. They were all hoping to, and they got told, and I quote, that was unrealistic. They were shot down, and air quote, that is unrealistic. But yet there was one of these consortiums, I don't know which one, came in and was hoping to get it done like now. Now, you're not going to get a £3.2 billion deal done that quickly. And he said, like, FSG won't be they're not in no rush for a quick sale because they'll wait for the offers to come in. There's no benefit for FSG to just take the first offer. And yeah, it makes sense, that why would they rush? They're in no rush to do it because they're going to wait and see the best offers. No, the Chelsea thing was a whole different scenario. That was a rushed buyout, obviously, with Roman Abramovich essentially having his assets frozen by the government and stuff. That was a different one. FSG, basically, they'll just wait for the best offer. So even though someone did try and basically put the pressure on, apparently they'll come in and say they'd like it to be done by Christmas, it turns out that, yeah, hold your horses. But I find it interesting, like I say, there's this German bid as well was one, and he said, like, that seems to be the furthest along. I think he wrote that in his article, Dave, as well. So yeah, do go and check that out, check the article out and check the interview out on Redmen Plus. But he said, like, the German one might be the furthest advanced, but I'm starting to get the thing now that, Joe, can we have another poll? I'm making you busy.
Yeah.
Poll me up.
What poll?
Who do you think is going to own Liverpool when FSG sell? Of these three, so in fact, can you do 4 options?
Yep.
So the Saudi/Qataris, the Germans, the Americans, other.
Okay.
They're the 4. That, as far as we're aware, we know for a fact there's I say fact. They've reported there's an American consortium, there's a German consortium, and then there's this joint Saudi-Qatari. So yeah, just as a little bit of fun, like, who do you guys think? This isn't really rhyme or reason. It isn't who you want, it's who you think. Because I'll be honest, I still have a feeling it might end up being Americans. I don't know why. I don't know who they are, if that's good or bad or indifferent. I've seen a lot of people in chat going, I just don't want another lot of Americans. I think you're just judging a lot of people all by the same, like, who knows? Like, everybody's different. It's like just saying, I don't want people from the Middle East because they might be state-owned. Like, that isn't the case either. There are private businesses involved. Like, don't be tarring people with brushes. Like, that just isn't what we want to do. So yeah, I saw a lot of people, I just don't want Americans again. Like, yeah, but I've got a sneaky feeling we might be heading down there. But again, that's just pure guesswork. Steve Ryder says, let's just give it to whoever promises Bellingham. See, don't fall for this, Steve, because they're all going to do it. They're all going to come out and say, we'll give you X, Y, and Z. We've got proofs in the pudding. Proofs in the pudding. Yeah. I think, yeah, proofs in the pudding. Be wary. If that poll's live now, I'll give it a few more minutes for you to vote. Because I'd be keen to know what you guys think is going to happen. Because I'll be honest, I always thought it'd be just another American company. Someone earlier in the stream, when it was so long ago, now asked me, Steve, are you still FSG in? Was what it was said. And I was like, I've never really been FSG in. I've never really been FSG out either. I've always said, and I was a little bit like this actually in the past, like managers and players and stuff. It's all well and good saying get rid. First of all, it's just who's going to replace them. Like I said, I was actually quite a big fan of Brendan Rodgers for a while, and I was thinking, let's just give it another go and give another whatever. And then the second it was Jurgen Klopp and Carlo Ancelotti were available, I was like, nah, you can go. Let's get one of them. That's the same with these owners. If the FSG, I've always said, if there's better owners out there who are going to come in and we know they're going to be better, and they're going to just take the club forward, by all means, go for them all. I've got no loyalty to FSG in or out. They're just people who own the football club I support. My loyalty is to the badge, and to the footballers on the pitch, and to the manager, and to the other fans. That's what whoever owns it, I'm not asked, whatever, you be you, as long as you're good and you treat everyone relatively well. So that was what I've always said. Yeah, fine, if we're going to cash in, but what I have said, the flip side is, you can get a lot worse than FSG as well. There's certainly going to be better owners out there, I'm sure there is. There's also worse, and I've always just said, that's been my stance. Basically, we've been through an ownership that was fucking horrendous last time. And the owners before, Hicks and Gillette, David Moores, they picked the wrong ones. And it cost Liverpool a lot. We were nearly in administration. There was protests and all that. So I've always said, yes, and sell up, go for it, fill your boots, but it's got to be someone we know and is who we think might have the best interest at heart as well. So that's what my stance. It's never been FSG in, FSG out. It's always just been, well, who is it? Who's the player? It's like, you could sell a player. Oh, get rid of him. Well, someone's got to play. So who's next? Is there someone better than him? Because if it is sound, sell him, get rid, see you later, all your best, you can go. But if it's someone who's not as good as him, then yeah, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? We just replaced, we've got a lesser player. We had this with Dejan Lovren for ages. Get rid. At some point, it was the right time to get rid of Dejan Lovren, but we had to have the right person to replace him, or otherwise, what are you doing? You're left with someone worse. Nah, you've got to have your ducks in a row. So that's where I'm at with it. I don't know enough about these people, and when it all comes out, we'll see who they are, and everyone can make their own minds up. But yeah, that's my stance on it. Don't know what you guys think as well. Who's this one? Dark Energy, is that? If the new owners have the same energy for the club as the fans, then that'll be boss. See, I don't even... Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be absolutely amazing if they did. Apparently, if they did, yeah, fill your boots. And then, Vicky, just says, whoever they are, Bellingham and Mbappe, please. Well, that would ease a lot of things, wouldn't it? Right, Joe, before we go, who won that poll?
So it was 72% Saudis, Qataris.
72% here think the Saudis/Qataris are going to own Liverpool at some point in the future. We will certainly find out. I think I've ran over a little bit. I wanted to get some questions in for Chris as well. So what I'll do, rather than do a poll and a vote on this one, because I want to start wrapping up very, very shortly, anyone who's got a question that they'd like to ask Chris at the start of tomorrow's show, if you can throw it in the chat right away, and I'm going to pick, basically. So yeah, is there a question that you want to ask Chris Pajak? Last week I asked him why he wore an Everton shirt on the internet.
Yeah,
anything comes in.
We need them quick because I need to tidy this room.
Yeah, that room is very, very, it's very dirty. If not, we'll just make one up between us.
What do you want to know about Chris?
Where he learned to dance.
That's a good one.
Because you're a very good dancer.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we ask him now?
Yeah.
Let's go with that. I'll put it. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna. If you want to know where Chris Pajak likes to dance, if you go back on the Redmen TV Instagram/Twitter feeds for a couple of weeks ago now, when we've done our live show at the end of November, you'll see Pajak dancing on the bar. Go and watch him do that, and I'm going to find out. I'll ask him tomorrow. Or Joe, are you on tomorrow with Chris?
Yes.
Cool. Remember, we know that down. Then ask Chris, where did he learn to dance?
Okay.
So I'm desperate to know that one. Right then, thanks guys. I'm going to wrap up there. That hour flies by each and every week. You guys make it amazing as well. So yeah, thanks for getting involved with the show. Thanks for being subscribers. Thanks for being the members. Everything you've done, like I say. So one more time, redmenplus.com. Sign up as a club captain. £5 tier monthly. Use the code HOHOHO, HOHOHO, completely free. You won't be charged for that first month. If you like it, you can carry on paying, brilliant, subscribing, and you'll enjoy the content for years and years and years, fingers crossed. If you don't, you can just cancel it. It hasn't cost you a penny. Go and check it out. Go and check out the weekly shows we do. We've got Transfer Show, Journo Insight, loads and loads. We've got Dave Kirby coming in for the Liverpool Library this week, like I say, expert insights as well. The Liverpool Dream Teams, speaking to famous Liverpool fans about their favourite players, all that stuff. All the historical documentaries, features, interviews are there for you. And if you don't like it, cancel that free month and you haven't lost anything. Give it a go, try it, basically giving it free. Like those little samples you get in the supermarket, we're giving you a little block of cheese, little block, see if you like it, and if you like it, go and buy it at the till. It's essentially what we're doing here, but hopefully, go and get involved, it won't cost you anything, like I say, even if it's just to go and check out what Dave has to say. It was a fascinating, it's about 25 minutes, really, really insightful, I'm sure you'll love it. Joe, absolute pleasure, thank you so much, my mate. Go and tidy that room, it's a mess.
Okay, I think the joke will be over tomorrow. It went too far this time. I can't get out the room.
Yeah, if there was a fire, we'd be shut down.
No, we can't say that live.
Luckily, there's another exit. Luckily, there's another exit to your left that you could escape from.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and everything's past tested, yeah.
No.
Brilliant. Right, thanks, Joe. Thanks, all you guys, for watching this show. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for getting involved in the comments. Like I say, on the way out, if you can drop a like, it really does help us out. And yeah, Chris will be back tomorrow, live at 9 p.m. for another one of these shows. Take care, everyone. See you in a bit.
Everybody, thanks for watching the show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a like on the way out. Did you know you could get some hoodies, t-shirts and any accessories from redmenmerch.com? So head on over there now and grab yourself